Like, I don't have my actual brush. Like, you're supposed to have, you have different rags. I ain't got everything.
So you ain't got your brown brush, you ain't got your...
Yeah.
And the dude's basically like, all right, what you want to do now? Like, what are you going to do now? And he's just like, well, shit, I don't know. I guess I could get my sheet now, nigga. Yeah. It's literally the pathway of life. You think you have a plan,
I'm punishing.
you start going through with your plan gets fucked up, and then you got a choice. You keep going, or you take your ass back home.
Okay.
And if you keep going, you start to see like fruits of labor is starting to come into your life and shit. So it's just that growth. That growth I seen in him, I was like, damn, this is the most I got faith.
Exactly, because you could always go back home. You could always go back home.
There's always a reset button. That's what niggas don't understand.
So me and Ephraim were supposed to go to Sequoia today, or what was it?
Sequoia.
We were supposed to go to, Sequoia?
Sequoia.
We were supposed to go today, but people just slept in, and
Now he trying to kill me.
so right here, we ended up settling for Wind Wolves today. And so for something light, we just gonna try to get to the top.
Nah.
This mountain, look, we just gotta get up here. It's not as far as it looks.
Okay.
Let's go, Jalen! Alright, is this thing on? What's up, everybody? Ha! I'm at the top of a mountain. That's tight. Anyways, this week has been one of the most eye-opening weeks. I feel like every week that I do this is eye-opening. Like, the more and more I do this, the more and more I talk and just experience new things, it's like the more and more shit that I realize is going on around me. So I was recommended I read this book called The Alchemist. And because of that book, I think I was low-key inspired to just be like, F it, I'm gonna travel everywhere. I'm gonna go everywhere, I'm gonna do everything. And so in my head, I was like, all right, where's the first place I wanna go travel to? So one of my goals after I graduate is to go to the Philippines and live there for a month or two and just see what it's like. I feel like I've been here for so long and I've never traveled anywhere. I'd always been told that I need to travel and go do things, but I don't think I had the confidence or belief in myself that I could go somewhere foreign and do something different or be able to thrive on my own. But now that I'm at this point in my life, I feel like I've matured a little bit and I kind of know what I want to do. And so now I have this newfound confidence that I feel like I could tackle the world. There were a lot of things that inspired me this week to want to go and travel and do things. I had a lot of really good conversations with a lot of different people that I really trust. And I feel like it's just the next point in my development as a human being. When we stay in our kind of bubble and in our shell and we don't branch out and experience new things, we kind of put ourselves in a box and limit on what we can do in life. When I told some of my family members about my plan to travel to the Philippines, some of them were like, whoa, Dietrich, like, what the heck are you doing? Like, what's the plan? What's the goal? Like, you can't just randomly go off and do X, Y, and Z. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and call a few people. And so I called my grandmother. I would say she's definitely the one in life that has kind of lined me up and got me to where I am today. And she's played a big role in it. So anytime I have a question, I went to her. And so she asked me, Dietrich, like, well, what's your plan of doing this? What do you want to do? And I was like, well, I just kind of want to get out. And she said, no, but what's your plan? Where do you see yourself at age 65 or whatever? And how can you incorporate what you want to do now, yet still reach these long-term goals? And I was like, man, that really got me thinking. And so in an instant, I'd never really thought about it before, but I kind of came up with a timeline of what I want to do for my life up until age 65. And I'm going to share that with y'all. So right now I am 25 years old. I'm about to graduate with my bachelor's and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do after I graduate. As of today, December 20th, this is my plan and I wanna share it with y'all and hopefully I can manifest it. And so right now I'm 25, and so from 25 to 30, my goal is to travel and hustle and try to build my business the best that I can. I'll do that for 5 years. If I cannot get it by the time I'm 30, it's like, all right, it's time to put that to the side a little bit. And then from age 30 to 35, I figured I'd go back to school and get my master's. I know it won't take 5 years to get a master's, but I feel like that's something I've always wanted to do. My cousin, my grandma calls my cousin Ryan Master Ryan, and my other cousin Lady Caressa. And for me, Ryan's always been one of my biggest inspirations. And so I'm like, I've always wanted to be like Ryan. And so I was like, what better way than to be Master Dietrich? Except I'll be a real master. Master's degree Dietrich. Degree tree. I'm gonna be degree tree. Oh, fuck, this is funny. So from ages 30 to 35, I want to teach and get a master's degree. So throughout my life, I've always been inspired by my different teachers. Yes, my parents, they did what they could, but you know what they say, like it takes a village to raise a child. And so definitely going to school was my village, and it kind of has been till now. I'm not sure if I want to teach high school or at a university, but I would definitely start at high school. And what makes me want to start teaching high school first is because when I was in high school, I had two very important teachers in my life that kind of helped me on the path that I am today. And those two teachers were Mr. P or Coach P and Miss Lopez. Hey, shout out to both of y'all. I hope y'all watching this. Between those two teachers, I was able to travel in high school and be experienced to new things. I was exposed to college, and I was given the confidence that I can go to college. And Coach P actually signed me up for my first junior college classes. And so between those two things, I want to be able to inspire other kids or, you know, people growing in their walks of life and inspire them the way my teachers inspired me, because without them, I most likely wouldn't be where I am today in life. So for my life plan from 35 to 40, I think I want to be a principal or something. I always felt like if I could like run a school or do something like that or run an institution of some sort, I would be the best at it. I feel like I can inspire people. People like me. At least I think people like me. I feel like I'm a pretty unhateable person, but that might be like a little bit of arrogance in me. But I always felt like I would be great at something like that, because I feel like I relate to the grown people, I relate to the young people, I relate with everybody. And I feel like I can say that very confidently. I can confidently say that I relate with most people, and I can get along with most people, and I can empathize and understand with most people. And then from 40 to 65, if I have a job, I plan on just collecting that check and eating. Maybe I might want to do something in between then, who knows? But that's my like kind of general plan right now. So from 25 to 30, I'm going to hustle, make my business work, and travel. From 30 to 35, I'm gonna get my master's and teach. From 35 to 40, I'm gonna hopefully become a principal and run stuff. I'm trying to be the leader. And then from 40 to 65, I'll probably ride that out and then live lavish at the end and take care of my grandkids and hang out with my kids. But yeah, I feel like coming up here and expressing that is kind of a way of manifestation. In the book, The Alchemist, it said, if someone wants something, the universe will conspire in all of its ways to help that person achieve that goal. And by vocalizing this and sharing it with everyone, I feel like I am letting the universe know that this is what I want to do. Fuck with me. Let's get it done. But yeah, the sun's setting, and I'm about to climb down from this mountain. It's getting kind of chilly up here. But I just wanted to get these thoughts out and share them with y'all. So thank you, and let's see what's next. What's up, everybody? Today I'm at a local charity event. We're giving out masks, handing out food. Zakari's supposed to perform. So I'm here at Martin Luther King Park, and it kind of reminded me of when I used to work at a school kind of down the street. And at that school, I was like a teacher's aide, I was a yard aide, I did a little bit of everything. I always tell people, working at the school was probably the most fun I ever had at a job ever. Each student has their own personality. They all bring something different to the table. They all have something unique about them. And it brings back a lot of fond memories. I'd always recommend to anyone looking for a job, try to work at the school district. You'll learn a lot about yourself by teaching other people.